Welcome to our daily Forex market analysis, and this is for trading on December the 16th, 2020. Just a quick disclaimer here before we get started. This is for educational purposes only. Trading is a risky business, so please be careful with your money. As usual, we'll start off by taking a look at our calendar here. So in terms of the news that's coming up on Wednesday, we have the PMI numbers. So PMI numbers are precursors to retail trade numbers. So these numbers are very important because if the PMI numbers come in well, then our retail trade numbers will, or retail sales numbers will come in well as well. So these are important numbers that the market will watch closely. If the numbers are positive, we'll see the euro go up as a result of that. Now we do have the PMI numbers for the US here as well as we have the Fed statement here. So with the Fed, now Fed has done a lot of support, or they have provided a lot of support here over the last little while with the COVID. And if they try to pass the ball on to onto the government, and they're looking for a stimulus fiscal policy and stimulus package, then that would be not so good for the markets, and we could see the stock markets drop as a result of that and US dollar go up. But if they say that they're going to provide further stimulus, that would be good for the stock markets and negative for the US dollar. So that's what we have here coming up. And then we have GDP numbers for New Zealand, as well as employment data here for Australia. So busy day in terms of the news that's coming up here. So let's take a look at our charts. We'll start off with euro dollar here. Euro still trading in the range, but it's holding up here. The longer it holds, the more the chances that it will break out to the high here. So bias right now is bullish. First target will be 1.2180. And then if it goes through, we're looking at 1.2250. So right now, neutral to bullish bias here for euro dollar. Pound dollar here, big move up in the pound. We see the price is testing the highs here once again. So bullish bias here, 1.3535 is the target here for pound dollar. Euro dollar here, this one's also holding up. Price did come into the support level here, but it has bounced off of that. So now we do have a bullish candle close. It is still in the range here. So we need to see the price go through and then looking for a continuation here. However, if it fails to go through the resistance, then we could see the price come back here again. So right now, neutral to bullish bias here. Once we see the price go through 0.7580, next target would be 0.7670. So neutral to bullish bias here for Aussie dollar. And then we have New Zealand dollar here. So New Zealand dollar dropped a bit, but today's candle close is neutral. It looks like it wants to go higher here. So bias is bullish. And our first target is 0.7120 and then 0.7150. So neutral to bullish bias here for New Zealand dollar as well. Dollar CAD here, we did see that dip, and now bias is bearish here. So one of the things that Bank of Canada said was that they are concerned about the Canadian dollar going up, essentially, and that is positive for Canadian dollar. This is why we have seen dollar CAD drop here. But if they, so we'll have to see if Bank of Canada takes any action or not here. In this case, I would look for a bit of a pullback into 1.2740. If it holds, then we're looking for a further move to the downside. So bias is bearish here for dollar CAD, and target is 1.2620. Sorry, excuse me. All right, so looking at silver here, we see price has price is stuck in the range here. It is back into the range and now looking for a retest of the high. And if it doesn't go through, we're looking for price to move back into the range. So bias is neutral here. 24.85 is the target. Gold here, this one is looking bullish here within the range though, and just bear in mind price is right into this resistance level here. So I would say overall neutral bias. It's still in this range. So if we see that price doesn't go through, then we're looking for a move back, but it's range bound. So I would say looking for a move towards 1875. And if it fails at that level, then we're looking for a turnaround here. So still staying within this range here. So neutral to bullish bias here for gold. Oil here looking bullish. It's moving forward. It held above this previous support resistance level. So still looking bullish here. In terms of our move here, looking for the next level here, 48.75, and then above that we have 49.50. So gold is looking bullish. Now, only thing is though is watch out for this resistance. So for the last 4 days, it's been within this sideways range here. So if it fails, if it doesn't go through today's high, we could see it drop back down again. So bullish bias with caution though. Copper here, copper seems to be stuck in a range here, sideways move, still looking neutral, basically looking for a move between 3.57 and 3.40. So neutral bias for copper. Bitcoin here, still holding the bullish bias here. It hasn't really managed to drop here. Next target is 19,800, and then we are looking for move all the way back here towards 20,000 mark here. So bullish bias for Bitcoin with caution though, because it still hasn't cleared the resistance yet. So we have to be careful, but it is looking bullish. S&P 500, we are going back and forth here. This one is looking bullish right now, to looking for a move towards the high of the range, 37.20. So bullish bias for S&P 500. NASDAQ also looking bullish here. Next target is 12,670. And should it go through that, we're looking at 12,800. So bullish bias for NASDAQ as well. Dow Jones here, this one has been going sideways. We do have a bullish candle close for the day, but it's been stuck in this range. And right now, I will say we may get a move back towards 30,380. But if it fails at that level, then we are back into the range again. So right now, it is still stuck in a sideways move here. So neutral bias here for Dow Jones. DAX looking quite bullish. It's right into the resistance again. The concern here will be if it doesn't make it through, again, we're looking for a range bound move. Then it's still been stuck. It's been stuck in range for a couple of 2-3 weeks here actually. So watch out for it. If it doesn't go through, we're looking for a reversal. But once it breaks out though, through that resistance level, next target here would be 13,600. So bias is bullish here with caution though. FTSE here, this one did drop and then now we are back again. So looking for a move towards the top of the range. So first target is 6580 and then 6600. So bullish bias, neutral to bullish bias for FTSE. And last but not least here, we have Nikkei. Nikkei still stuck in this range. It's holding on though. So right now, if it doesn't go through, we're looking for a move back down towards 26,260. So neutral bias here for Nikkei as well. So that's it for today. You guys have a wonderful trading day and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye for now.